Hey guys, so today I'm just going to do like an updated video for nursing, just because it's really hard, especially when you're first starting out. The key is basically to not give up. The beginning is not pretty, I'll be completely honest. Even with the correct latch, you can still get like raw, like cracked, chapped nibbles. Like, ugh, I don't ever want to think about the beginning ever again. Unless I have another. But basically, even if you've been nursing for some time and then the baby starts teething, or for whatever reason she's going through a growth spurt or a leap, as some call it, they might start to nurse more and then you'll start to get sore again. But thankfully, it's not quite as bad as the very beginning. I know my mother told me when she first started nursing us, she literally had to bite, I don't know if it was a wooden spoon or a metal spoon, but just something just to help her get her mind off of the initial shock. Usually the initial latch is the most painful part also. So this is a bigger baby than my previous video. This is our third daughter or fourth child, and she is 7 months old, going towards 8. And I am just on the couch nursing her kind of in my lap. So as they get older, it's easier in a sense, and it's also harder because they can kind of maintain themselves better, as in you don't have to worry about like supporting the head and the neck. However, they get heavier, and you're a very heavy girl. So right now, just to kind of save myself, she's literally just sitting on my lap. But basically it's the same thing. You just want to make sure they have a really nice wide latch. She's laughing at me. But you want to make sure they have a really nice wide latch just to get the deepest latch possible for the health and wellness and future of your nipples. So, she is not a deep latcher. I don't know if she has a lip tie. We've never talked about that with her pediatrician. But I'm assuming that that could be the issue. I know my oldest daughter had a lip tie, but it wasn't severe enough to need reparation in order to nurse better. So there's a lot of different positions that you can do. Obviously, like I said, I'm just sitting right now. You can have it where the baby's legs are behind your back. And then when they get older, they try to do like back handsprings off you. They do all kinds of crazy stuff. But you can kind of do it with like her head in the front, his or her head in the front, and the legs behind your back. You can do, I don't know all the names. You can do like a cradle hold. I know that's one. Or the football hold. I'm not sure if that's the same one or not. But I think that's more for like the newborn babies. So trying to think what else I was going to say. Yeah. And we do not know how often we nurse or how much she gets. She is a pudgy little girl, just like her mama. So we do, we know that she's being fed, but basically we nurse on demand. Anytime she's hungry or fussy, or if she's in a little bit of pain from teething, or if she falls down and kind of scares herself, like I nurse her for comfort. Yeah, basically any little whimper, I just try to let her know that mama's here and everything's okay. And I just pacify her with a little bit of mama's milk. It's also for like the bond and for comfort, like I said. But if you guys have any questions, I am not a lactation consultant, but I love nursing, and every time we finally do wean, whenever baby's ready, it's always really sad, and I never know if I'm going to be able to have more, or at this point, we have 3 babies here on earth. We have an angel in heaven. So I'm not sure if it's in God's will for us to have more. So if it is, then that's fine. But if it's not, you never know if it's your last nursling or not, which is really sad. Because it is a very special, precious thing to nurse a baby and to know that your body is giving her life. It's doing what it was biologically designed to do, and there's nothing cooler than that. Yes. And there are benefits both to mom and baby past 6 months, past 12 months. I believe it was all the way until age 3 or 4. And worldwide, the average age is like, I want to say around 3 to 4, but for some reason in the United States of America, it's a lot less. So that just tells you how far we are behind, or I'm not really sure the reason why people stop so soon. It could be because it's really so hard. And, you know, we took a sacrifice to have me staying at home, but, you know, most people can't do that. And even if you can do that, it's still really hard, you know, living on only one income. But I don't know how moms do it when they have to go back to work, because you're always pumping, and some employers, even though they're legally supposed to give you the right to pump or nurse every so often, it's usually pumping though, because people don't usually bring their kids to work. But some employers don't do it, or if you ask and you say, hey, I need a few minutes, you know, they give you a hard time about it. So is it legal? No. Are they supposed to do that? No. Will that stop them? Also no. So it's hard. And I don't know how it is in other countries, but especially here in the USA, you know, they expect you to go back to work anywhere from 4, 6, 8 to 12 weeks after delivery. I think it's 6 if you birthed naturally, or 8 if you had a C-section. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe it's 8 and 12. And then I know you can choose to take like 2 weeks before you go on maternity leave. So if you did 8, I think you could do like 2 before and then 6 after. So it's like, how can you leave a 6-week-old baby like that? That has to be so hard. And when I had a baby before, I initially planned on going back to work, but I couldn't. And I was like, you know, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a struggle, but we have to really push through it. So anyway, like I said, I'm not a lactation consultant, but if you guys have any questions or you need some tips, I can try to help you the best I can. I know it's not easy, like I've said a million times, but if I can do something to help, or if I can refer you to a group or page, or, you know, whatever, to give you a little bit of insight on how to correct an issue, or, you know, basically how to nurse better or make it more efficient, productive. I'm lost for the word. But, you know, however I can help you, I would love to do that. So that is all for right now. Here, want to say hi? Hi. She's looking at the kitty cats. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi. You're so serious. You're so serious. Where's my smiles? I have to tickle you to get a smile? Yeah. All right. Bye.